broadcasting.
I just closed like all the articles.
Good.
Oh Lord. Technical difficulties part 12. Right? Nah, dude, all the articles just gone.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Hi.
After a lot of technical difficulties, we have gotten to this point. That was probably one of our most worst technical difficulties that we've ever had.
Yep.
Well, we fixed it, and it is Thursday night. This is the
Snap News Weekly.
Snap News Weekly podcast.
Well, I know it's been 2 weeks.
It's been a long time since we've been back on this show.
It's the same name every week. Every week we do the same thing. We come in here. Well, actually, we don't come in here. First, we go to Snapchat first. Snapchat's an important place. For those of you guys who don't know, all of the stories we're going to be talking about this week, all the tangents we're probably going to end up getting on, all of that are sourced on Snapchat. For all of you young little children who are like us, you got a phone, you probably have a Snapchat. You can easily find what we're talking about. I would say all sources in the description, but we don't have a description to put sources in. So, just take my word, they're on Snapchat.
So, we've been gone for 2 weeks now, and we've been going through the European Union.
EU.
We're doing a road trip, so that was awesome, and we're going to take some time to talk about that. So, I'm going to cut out the music here. We're going to discuss.
Discussion about the EU. Europe. Starting in... Should we start just in chronological order?
Yeah, I mean, let's give them the itinerary here. So, we started off in Amsterdam.
The Netherlands. Cold. Clogs. Coffee shops.
Oh, yeah. Do you want
We didn't go to a coffee shop.
Okay, thing about coffee shops in the European Union, especially in Netherlands in particular. So there's two things: the coffee shop and the cafe.
Yes.
And you would think, well, what's the difference? A cafe is like your normal thing, like a Starbucks. You go there, get some good drinks,
actual coffee.
Get some actual coffee. Whereas a coffee shop
with green letters. This is important, with green letters.
In the European Union, in Netherlands, is where they sell recreational marijuana.
And other stuff.
And like marijuana and marijuana products. So we had a fun time kind of just walking by them. We didn't go in them.
No,
but
we were supposed to buy some brownies, but we never did.
So we just did some simple stuff like tours and stuff. And after seeing the whole entire country, especially of just Amsterdam in total, there were a ton of bikes. That's what I noticed.
Isn't it like the bike capital of the world or something weird like that?
Yeah, it's a bike capital of the world, and they have enough the same amount of bikes as they do people.
Give or take, yeah. I think the bike to people ratio is almost 1-to-1.
It's like almost exact. Yeah.
It's like, I think in percentages it's somewhere in like the 90s or something like that.
Yeah.
80s or 90% of people who own a bike, at least one bike.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, when you're driving through that kind of a place, I personally would much rather do it on a bike. They got like actual bike paths.
Well, I mean, you could drive it in a car, but I mean, the car has to be like this small.
Yeah, all the cars. I actually went to Hong Kong a couple years ago for spring break. Something very similar. I don't know the exact. I don't know if it's because they designed the cars for the parking available, or if the cars were already that shape. But a lot of cars in Europe and Asia are like, for lack of a better term, they're just boxes with wheels. Like I mean,
that's the one that was driving up when we were on the ferry boat.
Yeah. And
it was literally just like in the middle of all these people with bikes, and we're just standing there.
Yeah, it's like if like Nissan or BMW basically. Okay, so you guys know what a Tacoma looks like, the old school, like the early version of Dakota's like basically just like boxy looking, really angular trucks. Imagine only the front seat and the front of the car.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like a smart car, but they just look like someone got a Tacoma and chopped it in half.
Yeah, I think the best part was going on the top of the Adams Tower and doing the lookout thing. That was sick.
Yeah, it's windy. It was very windy.
Yeah, and it had this big giant swing that came off the side of the building.
I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of just undermining it because I thought it'd be like the one they have in Vegas where they like full on like swing you off the building and
No,
like,
that's like a roller coaster.
Well,
though.
no,
that one
but-
like actually like, tips you and
yeah,
then throws you down.
I thought it'd be something like that, you know, because it was making it seem like this really big thing, and it was just a swing. But then I get up there and they angle the seats so far back, so that's kind of what got me off. Because if it was like a regular backrest, you know, you just lean against it, I'd be fine. But
Yeah.
it was like a 45-degree angle backrest that from a normal sitting position is probably probably like a foot away from you. So you're trying to lean back, and then you start leaning back further and further, and
it gets really bad.
and then the waist belt's like this dinky little thing, and you're just like, oh lord.
Yeah, and they call it the Europe's highest swing for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, also like the bike tour was cool, but how would you rate the country? Because we're actually going to give a rating to each place that we went to.
I'd give it probably like a 7, maybe.
A 7 out of 10.
Well, we didn't go. We were just in Amsterdam. It's like one part of the entire country. For
Right.
stars. And I feel like there's still we were there for what, 2 days?
We were there for 2 days. We went to a couple restaurants.
Yeah.
We went to the Heineken, and we
Oh,
also
the
went.
Heineken.
The
Dude,
Heineken
wait,
experience.
wait. I know people aren't gonna see this, but I brought.
Oh,
the
you're wearing the
socks.
Heineken socks today.
I wore the Heineken. Hold on, let's see if I can get this in the camera. I don't know. I brought my Heineken socks.
Oh yeah, you got them.
I got the Heineken socks.
I mean, good that you told them that it was a Heineken socks. I don't think they would have seen it or noticed if you did that.
I brought my Heineken. So I bought a pair because we got the. They have this little thing where it's like customized beer bottles.
Yeah.
They came in like 2 different designs. They're very generic. You know, they're just like one of them's just just the generic Heineken design, and then the other one is like a more specialized one that's like the Heineken Experience Amsterdam. Blah.
Now,
blah,
have you actually actually opened it and actually drank it, or are you never gonna?
I don't want to open those because first off, if they were meant to be open, that kind of sucks. Like
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, because those are beautiful bottles, and it's like now you're gonna have an empty bottle. You're gonna even ruin.
But I mean, the empty bottle is still as good as a
yeah.
a
No,
full
but I mean,
one.
you're also ruining the bottle cap.
Oh, true, good point.
So I'm hoping just so it's not a waste of beer. I'm hoping that they just filled it with water. Like they just kind of and a little bit of like carbon or something like that just to make it look like
Right.
it's all foamed up. So I'm hoping they did that. Otherwise, that's kind of like a waste of beer in my opinion. I'm
Yeah,
just
so
saying.
7 out of 10 for Netherlands there.
Yeah, 7. I feel like there's still more we could have seen, more we could have done. It was pretty crowded just in terms of like space because
Well, I was gonna say it's part of the city, though.
Well, it's an older city. No, well, I mean like we're Los Angeles people, our city.
Right.
It's crowded, but at least the way the city was designed, it's a smaller. It's like physically.
Oh yeah, but I would
everything-
love to live in that city.
No.
I would actually love to live, like, especially after the bike tour. When we went to there's a bunch of museums around, then we walked to a restaurant, and just kind of watching the vibe of the city was pretty cool.
I mean, it's a European city.
Yeah.
They were realistically they were all the major cities. The vibe was the same in all of them, for the most part.
Especially when it was kind of different though when we got into Germany, and I'm getting.
Well, that's because
I'm getting a phone call. Oh, I just missed that phone call.
Who was it?
It was my cousin.
It's not important.
I mean,
Oh, actually, no. It might be important.
no, it's actually really important.
It might be the difference between going to Disneyland and not, right?
Yeah.
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 Just ask him to text you back later.
Yeah.
You're a respectful gentleman.
I'm gonna do that right now. Also, it's gonna be difficult rating Germany because we've saw many parts of Germany, so we can basically just rate the whole country.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, I mean, Netherlands as a country, but Germany, we went to Salzburg, we went to Nuremberg.
An important podcast with 2 people watching. Thank you very much, people who are watching. We
2
really
people.
appreciate it. Also,
Unless it's our mothers, because I feel like that's just kind of a given.
also, big thanks to the people at SportsCast for letting us use the studio.
Yes.
Thank you
This
so
is our
much.
studio.
And especially for helping, especially Josh, helping us fix our technical issues and putting us up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
And they actually were willing to change the name, too, for us, which is nice.
Awesome.
Because, I mean, they didn't have to, but it's nice. I
Call
mean,
me
like
after,
all 2
please.
people, we're not big enough for you guys. I'm sorry. We're trying here. As you can see, we got texting going on. We got me accidentally closing the tab with all of our articles, like the actual official article that's not on Snapchat. So,
Oh, the ones before the break were so much better. We're just frazzled.
which ones? Oh, the one where
The shows before the break.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, what was that one? The one we did like right before the break. I think that was probably the best one.
That was the best one.
We just kind of talked about superheroes and movies for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Oreos for about 45.
That was great.
Oh man.
All right, so going into the entirety of Germany, we drove through many smaller towns, larger towns, the countryside, and we can go the whole entire show talking about what we did.
You know, it's one town that we missed that I didn't even, because it's one of those small towns you don't know exist.
Right.
So it was, I forgot where it was, but it was literally, we stayed in the town next to it.
Okay.
It's called fucking Germany. Fucking. I kid you not.
Are you serious?
Look it up. Fucking Germany.
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, dude, that's like when I went to on my 8th grade trip. You know, you go to Intercourse, right? There's a place I think in Pennsylvania. It's called
Oh my gosh.
Fucking Germany.
Yeah.
It's literally
an Austrian village in
Austria.
Hansdorf.
Yeah, but like we were in like
So
one or two.
it's in Upper Austria.
Yeah, I think we were like 1 or 2 cities away from it though, because I remember I was watching a video and the guy mentioned it, and he mentioned the major city next to it. I think it's like down by Nuremberg or something like that, maybe. It's because I remember the city.
Wait, so is that word in there in that language then?
Yes and no. I mean, it's probably.
Oh no, I'm getting I got a double text. Uh-oh. I got it from my other cousin saying, "Hey, are you busy?"
Yes. What is your cousin Fat Albert? Hey. So yeah, there's a place called fucking Germany. It's great.
That is
we should have gone there.
We should have gone there.
Actually, no. It's not family friendly.
Well, that's just the name of it.
No, that's not why it's not family friendly, Chase.
Oh no, is
like you know when people go to Area 51 and there's the sign that says anyone beyond this point will be shot, and they take pictures behind the sign. Imagine what kind of pictures people take next to a sign that says fucking.
True.
Then they put a security camera up in hopes that it would deter people.
Yeah.
It made it worse.
Rating for entire country of Germany.
8.
8. Not even a 10. Even after we went to especially Egelheim was cool. Especially going to see that one guy's family. Shout out to Herman. No, it's not.
Herman, shout out to my boy
Shout out to
Herman.
Herman and Egelheim for being like the best
host ever.
Best host.
And Liz.
And it was
Oh, dude, she didn't speak a lick of English, but man, she was having a good time. We were having a good time. None of us knew what each other were saying, but it was good enough.
She just danced, and it was awesome.
Yeah, she was.
We basically met this. Okay, so this guy was like the host of the owner of like restaurant and like bar, a beer garden, and so we walked in because we were staying at the house like down the street,
literally, and
we came in and walked in on a birthday party.
Two birthday
parties, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we just like stood there, had our drinks, and
this one girl, Elizabeth from one of the parties. She just kind of casually rolls up, sits next to us, and just starts speaking. Now, our German is very little. Like, we know how to say no. We know how to say toilet. And we know how to say... What's the other thing? I'm pretty sure there's another thing we know how to say. Just based off constantly reading.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but basically, she just walks up. She just starts speaking to us. She's happy. She's smiling. She's telling us about her trips to America because... We heard something about New York and Florida. That's just about all we got.
Yeah, so we learned that the German people love or know California most by
Hollywood.
Florida and New York.
They love California most by Florida. How do you know California by Florida? You mean
in the United States?
Yes.
Sorry.
They know Los Angeles because Hollywood.
That's the only thing I know about, yeah.
I mean, it's what do you expect?
Yeah,
like,
we met this whole entire guy's family. So we went from cities like... Cologne and Dusseldorf, Venray, where Venray is a smaller city. Cologne has the huge theaters and the cathedral. Dusseldorf is another big city where they do a lot of...
More metropolitan.
More metropolitan. They have a big lake.
The Rhine River, to be
Rhine
specific.
River, yeah. And then they host a lot of New Year's parties there, so...
Well, no, it's not that they host New Year's parties. Their laws are different than ours.
Yeah.
So...
No, but remember that...
No, but I'm saying, because here in America... You know how we're not allowed to shoot off fireworks?
Right.
They are. So these dudes walk in there. Because my dad, the reason we went to Dusseldorf is because my dad, who was kind of like our tour guide for the trip because he's been there a couple times, like in the area, he showed us these pictures. And these dude had backpacks that looked like the little, that looked like the missile launchers on the side of a helicopter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like that's because they just get all the fireworks and they just stick them in backpacks. And they just leave them on the ground and shoot them off like hundreds of them, thousands of them. So it was fun. So yeah. But here in America, we have things like fire laws, safety laws, and so we can't do that kind of stuff legally in a city.
So then we also went to like the Berg cities. There's basically these huge wall cities. There's tons of them, but they're awesome. Every single one of them.
They're all what 300 plus years old. At
Yeah.
least.
Oh yeah.
At least 300.
And especially
years
the
old.
one where we went to Nuremberg. Went to the one that went to the oldest sausage place.
Yeah, that was like 500 years old or something weird.
It was, I think, almost 500 or plus.
Yeah, like 1500s, maybe
1400s.
14. God, close enough.
Like that's a long time, and all of that, and you give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Why not like a 9 or why not like a 10?
I mean, why'd you think I would give it a 10? You think you really think I think it's the best country in the world?
Oh, because it's not America.
Well, I mean, that's not it. Honestly, I'd give America probably a solid 8.5, if even.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm just saying, I don't think there's a country can be because there's so many things that like I would change.
So there's no country as a 10 out of 10.
That I know. I mean, there's obviously going to be some guy out there. I'm pretty sure there's Germans out there, Americans, French. And there's always those people in their own country who be like,
10 out of 10, baby.
10 out of 10. No, I wouldn't be able to say. I mean, maybe it's because I'm more used to America, but
Right.
I can see a lot of similarities in our country with the other one. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of like trash and stuff, but I would argue that there's more. I mean, it's more street.
Oh, I
more,
love it.
It's more artistic in a
Oh,
way. But in terms
would-
of graffiti, there's like a lot more.
I would love to live in like in some parts of Germany or the Netherlands. And how would you feel about Austria?
It was basically just the same as Germany.
Because they spoke the same language, so you'd give it the same rating.
It's realistically, I mean, we spent a lot of time. We spent probably about a week and a half in the countryside of Germany and Austria.
Yeah, going back and forth.
Back and forth between the two countrysides, specifically around the borders of the Alps, because that's just where our path took us. Yeah, but in terms of the actual cities where I would most likely move to,
Right.
because I don't want to drive 3 hours a day to do anything like buy groceries or maybe go to work. I wouldn't do that. But it's just mostly, if you've seen one big city, the only difference is all the street signs are in a different language. Like, really. I mean, they're also a bit more small. I'd say cluttered. Because, like, if you look at downtown LA, like, there's a lot of open space in it, but it's still considered the city.
Right.
Whereas, like, you go to, like, someplace like Dusseldorf, Germany, Vienna even, and a lot of things are more compact.
Right.
And especially because, back in the day, you'd only be given such a small amount of place for a house, so people just build upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so the buildings, yeah, they're not skyscrapers because they're all still like the same 600-year-old buildings.
Right.
Which is kind of cool because it gives it like a sense of like, you go to school in the Boston area, so you're kind of you're a bit more used to a bit more rustic, obviously like literal Victorian era
Yeah, but
buildings.
it's nothing like the 500-year-old like those areas only
With,
like
the
200 years old.
with the 600-year-old cobblestone road.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Not even kidding.
Okay, I actually really liked Budapest when we went into Hungary.
Oh god, dude, Budapest is I mean, I don't know what I was expecting when I got there.
Were you disappointed?
Honestly, I don't know why, but I had this weird like thing in my head where it was gonna look more like not Venice. I don't know why.
I mean, by the name, I guess you would think of something more
a bit more posh, high end.
Yeah,
especially because they were saying like, oh, like Budapest is split up into the Buda side and the Pest side by the river, and that's kind of what got me thinking. Oh, it's like Venice. I was wrong for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. I just did. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because you always hear about places like Budapest, Vienna, Austria. You hear about these places, but you never really see them.
True.
So I mean,
okay, so because we went to the Buda side, which is on top of the by
all the hills,
the hills and stuff. So, how would you give Hungary a rating?
Oh God, dude, Hungary's like a 6.
A 6.
7.
Ooh, okay.
Dude, it smelled. It was crowded. It was dirty. You can only make right-hand turns on one-way streets.
Yeah, we're judging just downtown Budapest, so.
Well, I mean, we didn't go anywhere else. So that's all you're gonna get.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to give a correct rating because, like, we didn't. I mean, in terms of Budapest as a city is like a 6,
Right.
6.5 if on a good day because there was some good food. That's it. Yeah. Just pretty. Like, I thought New York smelled, dude. Honestly, I went to New York, and maybe it's because my sense of smell is horrible. I didn't smell a thing in New York.
Right.
And everyone complains that it smells. We go to Budapest, right? Literally, we get down to the first floor of the building where we stayed. We walk outside, and it just smells like raw sewage. I'm not even kidding.
I'm used to that, honestly. So.
See, but I can't smell. So if I can smell that, it's bad. That's the problem.
Well, we gave 2 8s, 3 8s. Technically, one count Austria as an 8,
yeah.
and then 1 6. Is that what we call it?
Yep.
All right. So, overall score of this EU that we experienced, I would give it a solid 8.
I think based on the averages, it'd probably be a 7.
A 7 or 8.
Just because the 6 tracks that the overall score down.
So that was our trip to the EU. Now we're gonna get into some topics from Snapchat, and the first topic being
Food.
About food, right? Because we ate a lot of food on our trip. So there's actually
food.
a lot of foreign food. Exactly.
Schnitzel.
So
Strudel.
go for it.
Sauerkraut. Oh no, I'm just naming off random.
Go
foods.
for it. Name all the foods.
Goulash.
Oh yeah, I had some
You
goulash.
enjoyed your goulash.
I love that soup.
Dude,
That's
that
awesome.
stuffed cabbage was amazing. Okay, I don't know what they put in it, but whatever they seasoned their pork with was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing.
All right. So we're gonna get some articles here. We have an article by Tastemade who talks about 11 McDonald's desserts that are found internationally. Because we actually went to a McDonald's a couple times.
Quick side note: they have grilled cheese sandwiches over there. They call them McToasts, but they don't have McGriddles.
They do not. They don't.
They do not have McGriddles.
So this article that we're coming across covers
Soft serve,
soft serves
Specifically
and
soft serve.
desserts.
Now, if I'm correct, over here the only soft serve flavor we get is vanilla, and then they dip it in chocolate, right?
Right.
If you want.
So
Yeah.
pull up the article on the TV here.
Well, I can't. Do you want me to spend like 5 minutes looking for it?
I thought you already had it.
No, I told you I closed. No,
All right.
no, I didn't have all the articles. I had a different article for this
All
one.
right, open up the article. Here we go.
So, number 11, banana from Singapore.
Banana from wait, they don't have banana in the U.S. I would have
Dude,
I would have thought that
These are McDonald's soft serve. When you go to McDonald's soft serve, you get vanilla or you get vanilla dipped in chocolate. You know,
that's
all we
the
get.
best.
Unless you want a McFlurry, that's a different story.
Okay, so we got banana from Singapore.
Yeah. All right, number 10, ube in Hong Kong. Ube.
Ube, what's ube?
I'm guessing it's a berry, maybe. It says this gorgeous flavor is served at Mickey D's in Hong Kong. Which actually, when I was there, we didn't go to McDonald's.
Oh, what? You didn't go to Oh,
Dude,
you could have.
do you know
You could have had ube.
Hey, do you know how many Burger Kings and 7-Elevens they had though?
Oh, wait, I bet that a lot. I bet it had 0 Circle K's. But you could have
No,
gone.
they had Circle K's. Just 7-Elevens, dude, were like off the charts. You can't walk 20 feet without finding one. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, so you missed the opportunity to go.
Dude, wait. It comes with an Oreo cone though. Ube has an Oreo cone.
Ube has an Oreo cone.
What's an ube? I think it's a berry.
I would assume it's a berry based on the look, because it looks purple. But
Yeah. And
you should have gotten ube. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, actually.
I went to actual places and got Asian food. Except for that one time I went to the Armenian place. Or no, Argentina.
I think in every country you should at least go to the McDonald's in that country.
and
at
ask
least
if
once.
they have McGriddles.
That's actually just really aggressive.
Dude, McGriddles are awesome, okay?
Yeah.
It's basically the McMuffin, but you replace what is it called? The English muffin? Buns?
With a pancake.
With pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
They're good.
All right, number 9.
Number 9. Spring Blossom
Spring. Ooh.
in South Korea.
Oh.
It's apparently a pink floral flavor.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Spring. It's called Spring Blossom.
It's pink.
And it's pink.
And
so
it's-
that means it could be shrub. No.
No, I'm not. Spoiler alert. Strawberry's later on the list. I don't know when on the list, but strawberry is on the list.
So. But if it's pink, pink is mostly if it was strawberry. I don't know what
No,
other
it
thing
says
is pink.
floral, as in like flower. You know, like how? Okay, so
Is it kind of like
like the lavender cheese?
I was about to say it
The
cannot
lavender cheese.
Be, no, we had the lavender cheese in
Netherlands.
In the Netherlands,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that tasted terrible.
So you guys know what bars of soap taste like? Imagine a cheese flavored soap bar. That's basically what
And
lavender
it was like purple.
yeah,
and it was not
lavender's
good.
purple. No. It's like lavender is one of those things where it's like, okay, when they obviously they're gonna have like little samples so you can try it, so you can,
Right.
because they have like a bunch of flavors. Like the pesto one was like green. It was literally just green cheese, right?
It was actually good though.
Good, yeah. But then the lavender one, because lavender's purple, it was a nice lavendery purple. It's one of those things where you can have a bite or two, but if you're gonna
Yeah, so I'm kind of scared of that one though.
floral,
Floral.
it tastes like flowers. It
know
tastes
how I feel
like
about that.
It's pink flowers.
And that's in South Korea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 8, once back to Hong Kong,
Oh, you missed another opportunity.
strawberry. And
Dude,
it even looks like it's got a strawberry cone.
Dude, I need. Okay.
And it's got this cute little strawberry wrap. I don't know. I hope this is the official picture because if you can see this, it looks cute. Wait, it should be on your phone, dude. Just pull up on your phone too, because I have it's on Tastemade. I just looked at it like an hour ago.
I know. I have it on my pictures. I can actually look at this. You're totally right.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Oh wait, no, I didn't take a picture of it.
I doubt anyone can see this, but this is the.
Oh, they can see that. Look at that. Strawberry. Look at how good that looks.
Strawberry.
That looks fantastic,
dude. You ready for? Of course. Wait, this is in Hong Kong though. What? Oh,
I want to go to Hong Kong now because I love strawberry.
McDonald's Hong Kong doesn't disappoint with its delicious tea-flavored matcha ice cream served with a matching matcha Kit Kat.
That is beautiful.
I always thought it was green tea. So is there a difference between matcha and green tea?
I guess so.
I know Japan. They have green tea everything in Japan.
Okay. So now we all need to know that we need to go to the McDonald's in Hong Kong to get those good flavors.
All right. How about this one? McDonald's in Singapore and Malaysia took this traditional coconut milk green jelly dessert and turned it into an even sweeter, softer flavor. It's called Chendol.
Chendol.
C-H-E-N.
Kendall? Again.
Kendall. Maybe. The way they pronounce it might be.
Interesting.
It's C-H-E-N-D-O-L.
Okay.
Like Dole Whip?
Right.
Chendol.
Show it to the camera. What's it look like?
It basically, you know when we go to Afters?
Yeah.
For anyone who actually knows what Afters is, they have a churro ice cream. Visually, it looks like a churro or like what's this? What's coffee? Oh my god!
So it's like a coffee flavor.
No, it's a coconut milk with green jelly.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay, we're at number 7.
Malaysia. Number actually, this is number 5.
Number 5. Whoa, we went faster than I thought.
Number 5 in Malaysia.
Okay.
Lychee.
That sounds terrible.
Why? You never had lychee?
Lychee?
Yeah.
Hear the name of it. Lychee.
L-Y-C-H-E.
Sounds like the thing that suck your blood.
Those are leeches.
Leeches. I don't hear much of a difference.
Leche?
I swear if that's
Dude,
red.
No, it's pink. It's like it.
Pink like blood.
Lychees are actually pretty good, dude. You ever had one?
No.
Oh, dude, that's all right. I'd probably get a lychee flavor. It's
where is it? Malaysia?
Malaysia.
All right, go to Malaysia.
Here's a good one. India.
Ooh.
From the land of India. They have remember pink flower flavored treats?
Oh no.
They have rose.
Oh no.
Like as in the plant.
What is like everything's obsession with flowers? Like
because girls got to get the most frou-frou thing ever. And what's more frou-frou than literally getting rose ice cream?
Literally flowers.
It's just flower flavored ice. Like, how different does rose taste from the floral, whatever it was called, the spring blossom floral flavor?
Right.
Like, what's the difference in the flavor? Because I feel like, it's roses are a pretty prominent flower. I feel like they might use mix some rose into it.
Right.
I don't know. You ready for the top 3?
All right, top 3. Here we go.
Southeast Asian flavors of Malaysia. Red bean.
Red bean. Oh,
yeah.
Actually, that sounds super good.
Yeah, it actually kind of does.
Number 2.
It's kind of a boring flavor, though, red bean.
Well,
like, especially from an Asian country. It sounds kind of generic.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, like, if it delivers on what it says, then I don't see a problem with it.
Oh, how about this one? The rare flavor coming in a matching colored cone.
Ooh.
Looks like concrete, right?
Wait, is it actually called that?
No, it's black sesame.
Oh.
But visually, it looks like it's just made out of concrete.
I was about to. Let's see if it. Oh, hey, wait, let I adjust.
It's like concrete.
Oh wow, that does.
It's like concrete.
That surely does.
It probably tastes like black sesame.
I almost said if you were gonna say that it was a rare flavor, I was about to think of like the Airhead, like the secret Airhead flavor that you never knew. I never knew what that was.
It tastes like every time you taste. I don't know because I heard that it's like every time you taste it, it's supposed to taste different.
No,
like that's the secret. But for me, I think they just threw a bunch of flavors together, blended it up, and it's like. The reason it tastes like 6 different things is because it literally is.
But it doesn't. I taste the same thing every time.
It's like a blue raspberry kind of. Yeah. I like it. It's kind of.
It's kind of like you're drinking the Gatorade, but you don't have the Gatorade, the clear Gatorade.
Yeah. Like the milky white one.
Yeah. No, but it's actually clear like water, but you still taste the flavor.
Do you know what's the worst Gatorade flavor? It's like called like ice glacier or something like that. It's
like that green one.
No, it's blue. It's like a blue, but it tastes really like. You feel like there's so much sugar in there that it's super saturated, and some of the sugar didn't dissolve all the way. That's what it tastes like.
Oh, it's great for when you're like when I'm while I was playing tennis. We had that.
No, not that flavor. Anything but that flavor. It's like my least favorite flavor. And I've had like the cucumber lime flavored Gatorade.
Oh,
that's all right. Yeah. So quick side note: back during my high school days on the wrestling team, we would go.
Like that was so long ago.
Dude, it was like 2 years ago.
Dude,
No, Chase, that was like 2 years ago. Almost. It's like almost 2 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, year and a half. Give or take.
Whoa.
Yeah. So back in those days,
Okay.
because even then, because junior, senior year, now varsity.
Right.
During league finals and CIFs, we would go and we'd actually work out at another school because scheduling for the gyms and all that stuff. So they had a designated wrestling room, whereas at my high school we didn't. So when league like officially ended, we had to. Part of it was because they had space, and the other part of it was just because like we kind of had to get kicked out of our gym, which is kind of good for the girls basketball team because oh my god, when it's winter, it's raining, and we're all sweating. You walk in there, it's really hot, and the walls are dripping with our sweat.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like the SpongeBob episode, like the walls will drip green slime. And
Yeah.
it comes down the walls.
The lights will flick on and off.
Enough.
But
Yeah,
you'll never see anyone touch the... Yeah. No, dude, that's what it was like. So long story short, we'd go to... There was a 7-Eleven on the way.
Okay.
And because, we would have to drive our own person... Like, we just hop in, like...
You should have told Nosferatu, stop messing with the lights.
Yeah, but, because all the senior guys with cars...
Right.
We would just drive each other around. So, the rest of the team, because that's just... We didn't have buses or anything like that, because we're ghetto. And so we would always stop at the 7-Eleven to get drinks. And this is one of those 7-Elevens that didn't just have like lemon lime, the grape flavored. Nah, they had like all the flavor. They had like orange. They had like cucumber. They had like 6 different blue flavors. They had the clear grape one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they had them all. It was great. The citrus, whatever it's called, citrus cool or something like that. Citrus something. It's orange.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's probably like my favorite Gatorade. It's not the orange flavored. It's not the one that says orange on it, but it's an orange color and it says like citrus party or something stupid like that.
That sounds fine.
Like cactus cooler or something dumb. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. So there's my little tangent about Gatorade.
And now we're going to start one more tangent before we end up on the break.
Did we get number 1 yet?
Did we get number 1? I thought you got number 1.
No. Oh, because I was talking about the ultra rare flavors or something we were talking.
All right, let's hit number 1. What's the number 1?
Hong Kong coming in number 1.
Hong Kong again, dude.
Carabara mango.
That you had okay.
Oh, sorry, Carabao.
If you went to Hong Kong, went to I'm gonna keep on this. You went to a McDonald's, you could have opportunity that had 3 of those, especially number 1 on the list. A soft serve McDonald's, and you missed your chance.
You know what's even more rare than going to McDonald's for a soft serve in Hong Kong?
What?
Going to one of their 7-Elevens and finding a Slurpee machine.
Wow.
Not even a broken Slurpee machine, just physically finding the Slurpee machine. They don't have them. They don't.
That's insane.
They don't.
That's
And
sad.
I've walked. Okay, so the 7-Eleven theirs are so small. Like literally, you look in. It's like a 4x5 room.
Right.
And so if there was a Slurpee machine in there, you'd be able to see it. There were not Slurpee machines.
That is the saddest thing. Okay, which one of those flavors would you actually like want to get?
Mango actually sounds pretty good.
I'll share the mango with
Or the strawberry.
I'm gonna choose the strawberry because I love strawberry everything. So I'm gonna take the strawberry.
Strawberry and mango both sound really good, actually.
How about where's strawberry at?
Hong Kong.
So let's get the strawberry and then get the mango one and just put them together.
Strawberry mango.
It's probably gonna be better than pickles and Oreos.
Dude, that was actually not.
That was
bad.
actually really okay.
For those of you who don't know,
We actually had pickles and Oreos for the last show before the break, and
I'm actually glad that week one of the cameras was messed up because I was like, even after we did the review, I was still kind of stuffing my face while Chase was doing all the talking because he was the only one with the camera working for some. I don't know why.
we had another set of technical difficulties.
Yeah, blue screen.
I has not been nice to us.
I was just
far.
a disembodied voice one week, and I was just kind of stuffing my face with Oreos and pickles.
Oh gosh. So
sorry, not sorry.
So we're gonna have the next topic before we go on the break, and it is all about what you buy and what that says about you. Because we saw an article while we were on our trip from the Washington Post, basically saying that statistically, if you bought certain items, this either puts you in a certain race, class status,
Gender.
or gender.
Yeah.
So, and I found something similar to it.
90% accuracy, according to the article.
Yeah. So according to this article, we didn't get a chance to look into it too much, but I
Foreign
found
country,
an article.
bad cell reception.
Exactly.
You know how it is.
So I found an article similar to it that talks about what food you get at the movies and what that says about you. So let's see if you agree here. So this says if you buy popcorn, you have a happy-go-lucky nature, and you avoid all drama with ease, and it may not be that much of a risk taker. I don't know what they're basing this thing on, but would you agree with that?
I call bullshit.
Okay.
If you buy popcorn, that's the same as being a girl on Snapchat using the dog filter. You are the most basic, generic thing ever.
So you're saying that it would make sense that someone who buys popcorn isn't a risk taker because popcorn is the most generic thing that you can buy at a movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, if the description was, you are a basic human being, then yes, I would agree with that. But
so everyone on Earth has a happy-go-lucky nature.
clearly, man. I mean, they're the ones who took the survey, not me. Psh, everyone's happy.
I don't know if this is the weird,
I don't know how they
the weird
judge
thing
it.
was
So
too
bad.
is when I looked at the Tastemade article, it had no pretext about a research being made. So I don't know if this is true or not.
Is this just like, see, I mean, even before we started the show, I was like telling him this is like some like 17 or BuzzFeed horoscope article kind of
But
thing.
the funny thing too is we can have some fun with this and see if we actually agree with some of this stuff, because it's, even though the one in the Washington Post is actually more legitimate.
What is this? What does that say about ices though? Because you know I always get an icy at the movie.
A
That's
giant slushie.
Yeah. What does it say about this?
Okay.
Or does it say
You are a rebel without a cause who will do almost anything for a little attention. One of your biggest thrills is making people laugh, and you are relentless in doing so.
I don't know if I'm relentless in making people laugh, because a lot of humor nowadays is like so diverse. There's so, and also the I guess the crossover of the humor is very hard, so some people don't get a lot of jokes, so they just get straight up butthurt about them.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy making people laugh. That's like
the biggest
only
thing I want to
accurate part.
figure out with this article is why I think it was fun to talk about it is how. Let's figure out what mindset you have to be in to come up with this. Like, how would you see someone getting a slushie as being someone who wants to make people laugh? What about? I want to see if we can get into the mind of a Tastemade article writer and think why.
I can't. I just can't. How do you know, I understand, I guess happy-go-lucky, blah, 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 generic. That's a pretty generic response, right? So maybe that's why they threw popcorn, because everyone buys popcorn. And when you go to see a movie, you're happy, unless the movie sucks.
Unless it sucks. Well, that's also afterwards.
Justice League.
After you buy your... Totally. After you buy your item. But I think I can actually somewhat think of the reason behind this plushie one, because I don't see many adults who, like, you know, have their shoulders back and all adultly getting a slushie, in my personal opinion.
You mean like what? Like in a suit and tie, or anyone over the age of like 20?
Yeah, exactly. I don't see... I usually the people I see getting slushies are people like us.
Me, literally.
And like...
Literally me.
And the teens just come in to get like a huge one and get multiple.
Yeah, I go in, I get my large slushie, and depending on who I'm with, a medium to large popcorn.
Right.
Like that's like $50 right there between the movie ticket.
I don't know if that's logical information here. I would say that follows some type of logic, I guess.
I mean, speaking from personal experience, I do find personal enjoyment in making others laugh. But that's the only thing I can.
Right, but
that's the only thing, because the big point is talking about is you're an attention whore and a risk taker. That's basically the two big things. And then you also like making people laugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
the fun is we're gonna keep going down the line here. The movie theater hot dog, and they say people who do that are impulsive and they don't care what people think, and they just want to do it for the thrill.
maybe because you're like, I want a hot... Like, I know for you, like, the few times you've gotten a hot dog, it's because you're literally dying of starvation.
Yeah. Or it was when I got my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh, yeah. So
and I couldn't eat popcorn.
But hot dogs are kind of soft, so he was allowed to eat those, so we bought him a hot dog.
I bought everything but popcorn. I
You
progressively
got,
got better.
Yeah, you got the chicken tenders. How are those?
Those are actually
they're like
so
the little.
good.
They're like little popcorn.
They had
chickens.
the popcorn chicken tenders, and then this is at the AMC. They had that, and then they had the mozzarella sticks.
Yeah,
those were so good.
I bet you the mozzarella sticks are all right. Like, how do you go? Actually, I feel like the chicken's probably the chicken and the hot dogs. I feel like the two things you can't go wrong. You know, hot dogs. If you screw up hot dogs, that's a problem. All right.
People get sick. People get salmonella. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, salmonella. Yeah, so hot dogs. Like, you can't really screw up a hot dog. It's kind of hard. You just like royally screw up the hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
The chicken tenders, you know, okay, yeah, that one's getting a bit easier to screw up. And then you get to things like nachos. Well, I mean, most of the time they screw it up is because they heat up the nachos and the cheese at the same time. And it's just this waxy, soaking mess. And you pick up one, the whole thing just kind of like disintegrates because of how wet it is. Yeah, I mean, they still taste fine. They taste like your generic, like, greasy.
I hate knowing what is behind a hot dog. Like,
depending on what brand hot dogs you get and what kind of hot dog
you get the horror stories of how they're actually made. It's just like, that's gross.
Yeah, but how many of those are actually true? And how much do you actually care?
I do not care
the only time it's
because I don't care what people think.
No, I was gonna say,
and I do things for the thrill of it all. And I'm impulsive, so I'll buy a movie theater hot dog.
I'm impulsive, so I buy the movie tickets for more than like $12 to a shitty movie. I regret
I
spending.
don't buy a movie ticket. I just break into the movie theater.
I want people's attention, so
I buy a movie, leave the theater, and go to a different.
See, I'm a risk taker. So I go and I stand out there and I ask for people's attention while he sneaks into the movie theater.
Pour your slushy over your head.
And then Chase breaks into the movie theater, films the entire thing so I can watch it later.
All right. Next, what happens if you buy nachos? You have an unquenchable appetite for life, and you're all about seizing the moment, the way you see it. Life's too short, and you have to experience everything while you can. Because god darn, nachos give you an unquenchable thirst for life.
It better have an option for when your movie theater sells alcohol, because that's what I feel like the description for when your movie theater sells alcohol should be. Because who goes to the movie theaters to sit at a bar for like half an hour before the movie?
Okay, actually a lot of people have seen that.
But who does that? No, I mean, I know people do it because, you know, it's like, oh, dude, I can watch a movie and get drunk at the same time.
But seriously though, who are those people?
Yeah, like, I feel like that should be the description for going to the bar at your movie theater. I purposely go early because they have a happy hour, and it's amazing. I get 2 margaritas for half off.
I mean, hey, if the prices are good, go for it, I guess.
Dude, 2 margaritas for half off? That's like 1 margarita right there. For the price of 2.
Right.
Wait, no, that's 2 margaritas for the price of 1. Oh, my God.
Loving it. Red vines. Let's hear what they say about red vines. You're an eternal optimist. Not just any optimist, you're an eternal optimist.
So you don't let people know. I'm extremely emo on the outside.
Everything and anyone, and you have a potential jubilee, and you can't help it. You're always happy and full of joy.
What does it say about Twizzlers? You're the kind of person that reports memes? Unironically?
No one cares about Twizzlers.
My point exactly.
You know, I'm filled in the in a place where they all love Twizzlers, and I had to defend my rights to love red vines on my show of the same name. Well, it's called News in a Snap, and it's at like Gordon College, and I had to fight about why I love red vines, and everyone laughed at me.
You should have called me, and I would have dropped some fire on their face.
I know.
Yeah, you should call me whenever you need backup.
Was that too loud?
No.
Alright, good.
I mean, it was kind of muffled, but...
That's the point. I'm just trying to be dramatic.
You sound like you're trying to like deep throat the microphone.
Be quiet.
No.
So yeah, we don't talk about Twizzlers.
No.
But we do talk about
West Coast people. What about black licorice? I don't know if that's on the list, but what about...
I hate black licorice.
I don't like it.
No one does.
People do, and that's what scares me. How do you like it? It's like, ugh, it's not candy. It's not sweet. It's not tasty.
It's like the same people who like Good and Plenty.
Yeah, those are basically just black licorice knockoff Mike and Ike's.
Exactly. Actually,
that's literally what they are.
That's literally what they are.
They're black licorice knockoff Ikes.
That is so true.
Remember when Mike and Ike broke up for like a year, and you either bought Mike's or you bought Ike's.
That was so.
But
good.
it was literally the same thing.
It was. They tried to pull the left tricks, right tricks, and it just failed.
I think the best part is no one cares about left Twix, right Twix.
I haven't seen anything like that. I just know the marketing thing. I've never seen it on the shelf.
Every so often you'll look and it'll just be like left Twix and right Twix, and then it'll just say and then the generic ones will say Twix. It's pretty. I think it's usually the single packages, like the ones you give out like Halloween. I think those ones are the ones that usually label. But if you get like the full size and stuff,
no one cares.
As long as you get the Twix where it's the 2.
No, because the full one is they take left Twix and then right Twix and put them together.
Yeah.
And make Twix.
Yeah, but if you get the any Twix that's not the doubled up one,
right,
then it'll be labeled left or right for no discernible reason other than marketing, because that's how they market it.
And the last and final one before we go to break. If you sneak in your own food,
you're a straight savage.
You're extremely confident and willing to stand up for what you believe in, constantly pushing boundaries. And you have a charismatic nature and allows you to get away with most of your crazy antics.
No.
You meddling kids who bring in your snuck-in food from the outside.
You know what I think the correct answer to that one would be?
Oh.
You decide to bring in your own movie theater food. You're stingy and cheap, and you don't want to go the extra mile, so you make everything easier on yourself.
Wait,
you fight this.
You bring in your own movie theater food. You just walk in, buy the food, walk out, come back in. The guy can just like go and leave.
walks into a movie theater. Hi, can I get one of your overpriced?
I don't even want to see the movie. I just want to get some food.
I want one of your overpriced single slices of pizza, please.
Oh man,
you guys got pepperoni, right?
Gosh darn.
Oh Lord.
All right, we're gonna go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about celebrities and how they handle the media, because a lot of them are leaving social media. So we're gonna talk about that.
I wonder why.
We're gonna talk about great escape room stories from people who work them, and then we got some random topics lined up for the closing end of the show that we're just gonna go through in a lightning round. So we'll see you after the break.
Or not, because I don't know how much time we have left.
It is currently 7:17, and the song we are playing called "Look Right Through" by Zach Villeray is 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
All right, then that's how much time we got.
Got enough time.
It's kind of awkward when I see you now. I say hi, you say bye, I say nothing at all. Can we go back to the way it was? I'd say hi, we'd lock eyes, then our lips at the mall.
Look right through, you look right through me now.
Look right through me now. Look right through me now.
Look right through, you look right through me now.
Look right through me now. Look. I had a vision, life in the sky. You held my hand, I wondered why. Looked out of looked out of looked out of looked out of
right through me now.
Look right through me now. You look right through me now.
Look right through, you look right through me now.
Look right through me now. You look.
Hi. We're back.
Alrighty.
I hit myself with the headphones.
You hit yourself with the headphones, man?
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm trying to put them on. I didn't open them enough, so I smacked myself in the glasses.
You know?
Dude, the struggles of being like borderline blind, alright?
Oh my gosh, I don't know why I found that so funny. Alright, so that was Look Right Through by Zach Villeray.
Do I have the articles we're going over next? I don't even know. Oh, I have one of them.
I have the articles.
Huh.
So I hope you all enjoy that song. I love that song. It's off of the album Little World, released in 2017. Go check it out. So, as we said, we are going to get into the topic of celebs and social media. Because it seems like nowadays a lot of them are closing their social media accounts. So, the question is, why? What's going on in this world that they had to close it? Looked at an article by Vulture, and they go a case-by-case basis on why it seems like everyone these days is closing their social media accounts.
The correct answer is because in 2018, if you post anything online, you're going to get a lot of shit for it, regardless.
So,
Right? Wrong?
pretty sure. Yeah. And so it seems like the first two to go were Selena Gomez and Kanye West. Apparently they...
Wait, Kanye's gone?
I don't even know.
I can't even find the article. I'm trying to find the other article. But,
Right.
Kanye's gone?
It seems like... Well, I mean, there's moments where Kanye would quit his social media, especially in between albums. So I don't know if he did that again. But first off, they say one of the reasons that they admit that people have closed their social media accounts is they can't deal with all of the drama.
What kind of, are we talking like hate or are we talking like drama?
So let's say when two rappers maybe compete, they get beefs with each other, like Cardi B.
Oh my God, so and so is beefing with so and so. I don't care. Like that kind of drama?
That kind of stuff. Because it talks about in the article when Azealia Banks criticized Cardi B, she got a lot of hate for it, and she ended up closing her account. And also, it also claims another thing with Ariana Grande, and it says she took all her pictures off on Instagram, and she said, "Why would I have to deal with this toxic shit?"
Is it because everyone's giving her shit about her fiance? Her isn't that a TV show, 90 Day Fiance or something like that?
That is a show. Well, it's also Married at First Sight.
Yeah, but they're more 90 days.
Yeah.
Like a month, right?
Right.
Or something like that. And then he's like, hey, you want to get married? And she's like, oh my God, yes. 5 girls later, he's like, yes.
Right. So, but the thing is, like, is that really a valid reason that you can't... Is social media that toxic, especially if you're someone in the celebrity circle?
Yeah, because you got all the people climbing out of the woodworks to either defend you or shit on you because of the fact you're a celebrity.
Right.
And they just assume that you can handle it for some reason. But come on, people are people. You know, there's only so much... I mean, I understand, you know, I like to say I'm a tough guy and everything, but even still, I have my limits. Just like a celebrity has their limits.
Right. So, like, is it really that bad though if you get like flooded with "kill yourself" comments, or something that's saying like it's kind of like when like you're at a basketball game or something, or like when someone's screaming at like a player saying they're bad.
Yeah, and then the whole place, boo, like that, and then you're
Yeah.
like, ah. I don't know, because I feel like with the amount of, because these people have been on social media for so long, they've been for celebrities for so long, and I feel like it doesn't get any worse, but if anything, your skin just becomes thicker. So it gets to the point where you're just like, oh my God, I can't deal with this day to day, to the point where it's just like, I have 900 messages and I can't find the important ones because they all say KYS.
Right.
Like, I feel like it just becomes more of like one of those things where instead of just making you want to like close your account, if anything, it's more of just like an annoyance where it's to the point where it's just like, okay, I'm not mad. It's just, this is impractical because I get flooded with all this spam and stuff. It's like, I can't use the account for what I want to
right.
do.
And it's the same thing. Like they're getting hate or they can't deal with drama and the way it negatively affects their life, or they have to deal with trolls. Because the article claims also 2 other big celebrities had to close their account due to the trolls were Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things,
Yes.
and the Asian girl who played in Rose in the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I understand the Millie Bobby Brown situation, especially from trolls. Trolls are relentless.
Oh, yes. And the worst part is, telling them to stop does literally nothing.
And it makes it worse. And I think there's a point, though, where they get driven to close their accounts. I mean, there was... Because what happened, if you don't know what happened to Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things, was the internet basically took her for some reason and turned her into a anti-Semitic... homophobic,
transphobic
meme for some reason.
Yeah,
they would take her Instagram videos
and they would just take screen caps.
Yeah, screen caps or clips and put their own caption over it,
making it look like a Snapchat.
Yeah,
they would basically, I don't think there's any technically. I don't know if you can argue there's legal grounds against it. I mean, because you are technically making her. You kind of. No, I don't think it would.
Yeah,
because
you can legally do that because it's scrutiny. Not scrutiny. I think scrutiny. Scrutiny of the highest cause. It's literally.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's slander or libel.
Slander. There you go.
No, but I'm saying I don't know because everyone knows it's a joke. Like that's the thing. Literally everyone knows.
Right, but
you're not. Because the thing is, you're not doing it to hurt. Because the thing is, it's weird. Because I understand it to a certain extent, but I mean, I don't know how strong your legal standings are because of the fact that these people are doing it just as a joke. If anything, I guess you could call it online harassment because it's a constant bombardment with these. Right. But everybody knows that they're fake.
So when
no one takes them seriously.
When you're kind of faced in that situation, do you actually close your account? Well, did she make the right decision?
There is no right decision. It's one of those things where officially I can't give an answer, but personally, yeah. Because, there's always the thing, oh, what if you just start blocking people? No.
Because it seems like she made the right decision because if you look at the trend of the media, they've hopped to someone else.
You know what I think? I think that she did because I don't think she's old enough to even have an Instagram account.
She does.
I'm kidding, dude. I know she's old enough. By like a year and a half or something like that. A year.
There's no age limit on Instagram.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
When you sign up, it says.
Yeah, but who... There was an age limit on Facebook.
Yes, there is.
We all got around it.
No, it's the fact that no one can.
No one cares.
You just don't enforce it.
Yeah, no one cares. Yeah. Like
it's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's just a prank, bro.
My blood's boiling.
It's just a prank, bro.
So
ravioli. What's in my pocket, Oli?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like give me the formula. But basically, she made the right move because they moved on to another person, which and I don't hear
Ninja.
I don't see any memes from that anymore. So
Ninja's the new one, right?
Ninja's the new one
with the ligma and the taking Fortnite too seriously.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They're doing the same thing to him too.
Yeah, and I just murdered a bunch of kids with a car.
It's really bad. Like
I gave a kid some anti-freeze and called it Chug Chug.
I don't. Yeah,
I gave somebody ligma.
It's terrible. It really is. And honestly, like, here's the thing: if you're getting harassed with trolls, you just have to stop. Like, you just have to get out, get away from that thing. And I just don't know why they even picked her in the first place.
Stranger Things, man.
Just because it was a trendy thing?
I think so. Stranger Things is trendy until it's not.
Right.
Which means...
And then, of course, everyone hated on the girl from Star Wars.
Yeah, see, because that's the problem. A lot of... It's because, the media got a hold of it, and if you know what the media is doing to Star Wars... What they're doing to Star Wars fans.
Yeah. Okay, let's say, like, you say most people will see it as a joke, but the media did not see it as a joke.
No, because, see, the problem with
Because,
what is it? For her, I forgot her name, but for the Asian chick from Star Wars.
Yeah, no idea.
It's more of, like, for Millie Bobby Brown, yeah, like, that's people legitimately just, like, being a dick and harassing her. Like, the vast majority. But for the girl from Star Wars, she played... one of the worst written characters in the series since Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, but that's not her fault, though.
No. The writing's not her fault. Being cast in the movie, okay, she made it in Star Wars. That's good enough, right?
Yeah.
No one cares who you play. Daniel Craig was in Star Wars. No one cared. Simon Pegg's in Star Wars. No one cared.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, he plays the fat guy at the beginning of. Remember the guy who's like he works at the junkyard?
Seriously?
Yeah, Simon Pegg. You didn't know that?
No way.
He wears like this. He plays that fat alien dude.
Oh my god.
That's Simon Pegg.
That's
I
amazing.
can't believe, and then Daniel Craig was in that movie too. Remember when Ray uses the mind trick on the guard and it just works?
Right.
That's apparently Daniel Craig.
That's amazing.
All these people uncredited though.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
This is the biggest one. People who receive extreme controversy. The biggest example of this is Roseanne Barr, who had her tweet and got her show canceled. And the problem is, she eventually had to close her account, or
She actually closed the account.
Close the account, or was inactive on it.
Yeah.
So
I think she's just inactive. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty
right,
sure.
but you can say it's
It's
closing technically.
It's like a soft.
A soft close.
It's like an exile, more or less.
Exactly. And when you face extreme controversy in the media, is it better to try to defend yourself or say nothing?
That's a tough question. Because obviously right now the left media is probably the majority of media in general.
Right.
So they would say it's better to say nothing because they're just assuming you're submitting, you're giving up. But, I mean, you gotta... Because the problem is if she tried to defend herself, then she would just... Unfortunately, the media would pin her as trying to escalate it and justify what she did as right.
Right.
When even though, like, you know, she technically... If I remember the tweet, what happened is they kind of... more or less misconstrued it, whether it was intentional or not. The original intent of it.
I mean, the way the tweet was, it was pretty obvious.
Well,
what she was trying to do.
Yeah, but I mean, there was other factors to it. Like apparently, she didn't even know the chick was black or something like that. Or,
no, she had to know. There's no way. Like she was a big politic official.
Yeah,
how do you not know?
Because Chase, she's one of those people whose face is never in the news. That's why it's just a name.
If you target her, you know. I don't want to say the tweet because it's highly racist. But if you know what the person looked like and you make that tweet, the way that she worded it, she knew what she looked like.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, like even then, how like really at that point though, is it really a problem, or is it just a problem because it's a celebrity who said it versus if I said it? Like,
yeah, I mean,
you know.
I would say either way it's a problem, but I think it gets to the point of deactivation or leaving yourself from your social media account because you're such a big celebrity.
Yeah,
and of course, a channel like ABC is not going to want to deal with that.
No.
So of course they would cut the show.
Guess who owns them? Disney.
Yeah, and they don't want to deal with that. I mean, they were in hot water for Walt stuff. So I
if
mean,
you want to call it that, I mean that was.
Like I remember those a small time period where they got in some hot water for Walt Disney apparently being anti-Semitic, and I don't even know that's true. Yeah,
that's the thing. It's also
it was a rumor. I don't even know if it's true. So
I don't know, dude. Disney, they just need to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy. That's what they need to do. I think she still has her job, unfortunately,
and
she's the problem. She lost that company more money than getting rid of Roseanne would.
Oh, so if you're a social media star, you're doing controversy, close your account or you keep it active.
I would just keep it going.
Keep it going.
They'd have to shut me down. If they shut me down, then that's just how you know that they're unrightfully censoring me because they don't agree with my opinions. They don't like what I say. Because then it's one of those things where the big corporate company wants to shut down the little guy because they don't.
Boo! We hate your opinion.
Basically, yeah. It's just a giant fuck you at that point because it's like, why do I have to like? Obviously, I have a certain audience, you know. So everyone everything I post and I say.
But I mean, if you say something offensive, then you got to get consequences for that.
Yeah, but it depends what I say, how I say it, and how other people take it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, dude, people, especially as a celebrity, they're gonna, even if it's like one of those things where it's like it's completely within the bounds of like fairness, so to speak.
Yeah.
They're still gonna shit on you for it.
Yeah, but I think in Roseanne's case, it wasn't smart of her to verbally just like talk about or put down a government official, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, everyone else does it. They don't get in trouble.
Yeah, but the way she worded it was was really
People
offensive.
say, Chase, people have said worse stuff and gotten away with it.
True. That I mean, yeah, it's true. ABC, Disney, not to get people to make angry.
No, dude, they don't get angry. They don't.
Yeah.
Disney just doesn't care about you.
But honestly, like
You're expendable to Disney.
If you put anything controversy, especially by ABC, they'll kick you off immediately, and it's true. But I think the funniest reason, or the best reason to close your Twitter account or any type of social media account is marry a royal. This is actually in the article.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently.
What's her face? Shut that, Megan. The Duchess of Wales or something like that, or whatever it is, Duchess Megan something of something.
Yeah, whatever. Wherever they're called now, the Duchess and Duke of
whatever
place.
Yeah.
So apparently
I think Prince
William
and his wife Kate. They're Cambridge, right?
Oh wait, yes.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just Prince and Princess? Like, why does he have to?
Well, because Duke and Duchess, it sounds cooler. I guess.
No, it sounds worse. Cause
I don't know.
In terms of hierarchy,
I don't know royal language.
I think the correct term is formalities. Because in terms of royal language, like a duke or duchess, that's just like Chase. That'd be like, let's say this is like the 1400s and you're a war hero. So I give you like a shit ton of land and say you're a duke now. All right. Versus this is my son. I gave birth to him. I am the crowned king. This is my son by blood. So therefore he's the crown prince. No, you're a duke now. I don't care. You got a queen too. You're next in line and you have a queen. But nah, you're a duke. Get away from me.
Get out of here.
Get out.
No, honestly though, but she actually apparently stopped using her social media account because.
Is this because of the whole conspiracy theory that they're gonna try to take over England's taking over the world?
Oh no! I think it's just the fact that if you marry a royal, you don't have to use your account. So I can't marry a royal. Oh wait, actually I can.
No, you can't.
Wait, I can't.
What are your dude? Think of your chances.
Wait, is that well, actually, that's a thing.
Think of your chances.
No, I can't marry a royal. It's not possible.
What do you mean?
I'm in America.
So? She was an American. She married a prince, an English prince from not America.
He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." No, okay.
Please
I'm not. It's not gonna happen for me. I'm saying it right now.
I know, dude. Realistically, the chances of even meeting a royalty, not just a celebrity, royalty specifically, are like
0 to none.
I'd rather get bit by a shark on the dick. I feel like that's more likely to happen. Speaking of sharks, I'm just keep saying Shark Week and I'm missing it, dude. I can't believe I actually am missing Shark Week for like the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd rather talk about this than other women at the moment because that's probably not gonna make my girlfriend happy.
And guess what? Too late.
Yeah, I know. just like not send her this one.
I don't know if she's watching right now.
No, I don't know if she is or not, but
But we need viewers.
We have viewers.
No, do we?
I don't know.
Hi, Mom.
All right,
Hi, Kim. Thank you for being our 2 viewers.
So the next topic we have on the list is the escape room stories. I want to hear what you got.
All right, so I was trying to find it, but the gist of it, I accidentally closed this one and I can't find it.
Okay.
But the primary gist of it is, so people think that like an escape room or other type of like supposedly private areas and stuff, they can just do whatever they want.
Right.
These are just funny stories of escape rooms because obviously it's one of those things where for safety reasons because usually they're darker and you got people doing a bunch of stuff.
So are we talking about like is it horror ones or the puzzle rooms?
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
These are just general.
Okay.
They just got a bunch obviously for both security reasons, safety reasons, and just so that it's easier to keep a track of like how much time they have, what stage they're at. They put like security cameras.
Right, of course.
Sometimes it'd be just for like the Overwatch guy who's just like, hey, guys, room 12, you got like 15 minutes left. Versus
they don't even do that.
Oh,
they don't tell you how much time you have left.
No, but according to this, they would because some of those guys in room 15 literally brought in an entire toolkit once.
How
yeah.
they have the okay? I've never done an escape room personally. I don't know about you.
They have intercoms in there, though.
Have you done one?
No. We should have done it that one time.
We should have done one, and we should do one. Actually, wait. How much time? We have a lot of time before
Dude,
summer
let's just do. We could just do. We have like 3 weeks. We can do a weekend in Palm Springs. We know that one's down there.
Yeah, and how about we just do one?
Yeah.
We have
time.
We have more than 3 weeks. We talk. Actually, we only have 3 weeks.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like 2.
Let's do an escape room, and then we can see if these stories are true or not. Because I don't know if there's an intercom in there.
They do.
Okay, so what other stories do they have?
Let's start with something tame. Like I was saying, there's been cases where I think this might be in the Canada area because they mentioned Toronto a lot.
Okay.
But there's one instance where a group of guys literally brought in an entire toolkit. Because how, like, during escape rooms, some people like to think outside the box?
Of course.
These guys took the box apart piece by piece.
They brought the box in with them and thought through it.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, it literally got to the point where the dude, like, because, they got security cameras.
They have to expect
and they're all,
that.
and they're night vision security cameras, too, because some of them are dark.
Yeah.
And so, you think, like, oh, some people might, like, think, oh, maybe it's in this pot. So they smash the pot.
Yeah.
And people are like, okay, I understand that. Nah, these guys were, like, full on. Like, you know how IKEA furniture, when you set it up?
They
were taking apart the IKEA furniture.
That's so wrong. So they're taking the puzzle and they're breaking it?
No, because they had a toolkit, so they weren't breaking it. They had a toolkit, so like unscrewing things, pulling out.
Breaking it.
More or less, yeah.
But that's so wrong because, like, okay, one, they should at least, okay, maybe it's a trust system, but they should at least, like, check the people, make sure they're not, like, bringing anything in to cheat.
Do you know what else is worse? When you have a group of MIT-level engineers come in to do your escape room, and after, like, an hour, they only get through 3 puzzles, and literally tell off the people. No, like, seriously, this one guy was talking about a time where, I think specifically they're MIT, like, a group of, like, engineer grad students, something like that. They walked in, like, I think 10 of them.
Right.
And so when, like, they were down to, like, their last 15 minutes or so, and they only had done 3 puzzles. They got so mad that they literally went to the cameras and just started, like, cursing out the dudes who were
Wow, that's a good one then. That's a good puzzle room then.
Either that or they're just really bad. Dude.
Maybe they're like history majors or something.
I don't know. If you can get into MIT as a history major, good luck, man. But yeah. You know what's worse?
Like, okay, hold up. I would think like the best ever type of program you'd have to be in to solve a puzzle would probably be like engineering. They said they're engineering students.
Engineering students from MIT.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
They were engineering students from MIT.
Wow.
And they only got, after like an hour, they only had like done 3 puzzles.
I'm so disappointed in them.
And when the dude let them know they had like down like the last 15 minutes, something like that, they just started yelling at the cameras.
I'm so disappointed.
And were like
in them.
verbally harassing the people working there through the security camera.
That's actually so aggressive.
Do you know what's really sad?
What?
Not only for the person watching, but for the people in the room. When you're wasting your time doing puzzles to propose for a woman in the middle of the room, and she might say no.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay, Chase. At least they weren't having sex.
This is like lock them in the room.
Yeah. No.
No. I mean like that was before you said that.
Oh.
But like, especially with the MIT students, like, oh, okay, you want to be mad at me?
There were other people. Nah, dude, they probably bust the door down.
They can't solve 3-level puzzle. I'm pretty sure the engineering students they don't have the strength to kick down a door.
Probably not. Unless they're the football jocks that thought they could get into engineering and they got the football scholarship. That's why.
How would a football guy?
It's a thing. No, it's a thing.
My God.
I don't know. I mean, they probably, like I said, they probably got into MIT not for engineer, not because they got an
Does
engineering
MIT
scholarship.
even have sports?
I think they got like I think their basketball teams usually. It's one of those things where it's like you look at their basketball team, and you're like, oh, they're doing decent. What the hell? It's just a bunch of nerds.
Were there any stories about like the horror ones, like the ones that you see down in LA, like the
yeah. So you know how like sometimes like there's always a scenario like, oh, you see it on TV. You've been kidnapped by a madman locked in the basement. You better escape before he gets back and murders you all. You know that one?
Right, no, but there's the one called Blackout in LA.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a story about one of the horror ones. Woman literally shits her pants.
Oh my God.
Because you know how like sometimes they'll have like dummies or actors?
No, they have actors, really.
No, some places they have like physical dummies though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Woman sees one, literally shits her pants. Or another one where it's kind of it's not really, it's like a light horror one, but they like blindfold you to make it harder.
Oh my God.
And they have a door that's literally just opens to a wall. Dude smacks his head. Because you're excited because apparently this specific scenario, it was the last key out of all the keys they needed.
Yeah.
But they didn't know which door, so they opened that door. Dude swings it open. It's like, yeah, boom, right in the face.
It's a trick door.
Basically,
That is amazing.
At least it wasn't a glory hole door.
Oh no.
There's a story about that too. That's how you know there's intercoms.
Really?
Yeah, there was this one room. I don't remember where it was, but it was a one room, and the way it was designed is it was a couple.
Right.
And the way this room is designed is you separate the party. and the only way they can communicate is through a trap door in the wall.
Whoa.
Which I don't know how intentional. I mean, obviously this wasn't intentional, but unfortunately, it just so happened to be the right size and at the right location relative to a human body.
No.
And do you know what makes matters worse?
No.
Do you know what makes matters worse?
That's so gross.
The boyfriend was quoted on saying, "Don't worry, honey. Even if they have cameras, it's too dark to see."
Oh no.
And so, guess what the guy decided to chime in with?
No.
That's why we have night vision.
No.
Dude, just imagine, like, oh, we're gonna go in an escape room.
That's
This
so
one's
creepy. It's like the scene in Cabin in the Woods where they're watching them like a party, and they're like literally in business suits, just staring
but
and doing nothing.
You know what the worst part is, though? This is probably some like college student trying to enjoy summer break, make some extra cash,
Oh, I'm
and
so
he's just
sorry.
like, "This isn't what I signed up for."
That's so gross.
I know.
That's literally the grossest thing.
Apparently, that's only one story. Apparently, that's not the only time it's happened.
That's disgusting.
People, my favorite time is when some people decide to sleep together, but literally sleep. Like literally, this one dude apparently he rearranged half the room, not because he was trying to solve a puzzle, but because he was trying to get himself comfortable enough to ignore the puzzle.
Then why pay for it?
That's what I want to know.
Like,
Or the apparently there's a trend starting where you can be a professional escape room artist.
like design them.
No,
Oh,
no,
Oh.
as in like Houdini.
oh, Houdini.
Yeah, these
I
guys.
don't want to be Houdini. Houdini was like a weakling.
These guys, they traveled from Toronto
Okay.
to I think somewhere here in California, Northern California, I believe.
Okay.
They pulled up with a limo, had matching uniform style T-shirts on,
Whoa.
and apparently there was not a single record in their area, in their Toronto area escape rooms that they have yet to break. So they decided to come to America instead. Wow. And try to break speed records because of how good.
That's pretty amazing.
Dude, and this is just supposed to be like, the time that a woman berated her 3 children because they were too stupid to solve the puzzles.
That's so rude.
That's sad. Just imagine, like they come in, you're gonna have a fun family day, right?
Oh yeah, you want to solve some lighthearted puzzles.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh look, we're being like Sherlock Holmes.
And then
like,
it just turns into your mother. Oh my God, you guys can't solve this puzzle. What the hell are you doing? I thought you
was
kids
she
were
in
smart."
there?
She was the one yelling at them.
No, did she actually try the puzzle?
Probably, yeah. They were in the same room.
I want to know, like, if you're gonna berate your kids for being stupid, throw you in there by yourself. Good luck. If she doesn't get out, you can't talk.
Time's up, lady, but I'm not done yet.
I haven't finished.
Or going back to the actors, the time a bunch of cops were doing a squad bonding activity,
Right.
and one of the actors who was supposed to be playing like the kidnapper pulled out a fake gun. And
Oh, no.
And apparently his lines are even extremely cheesy. And like obviously like Bond level villain where it's like, hey, you better defuse this bomb before we all die or I shoot you. You know, like kind of stupid stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you my evil plan. Right.
Yeah, and apparently he had like an obviously fake looking gun, but these cops still like tackled the dude to the ground because like I guess they just kind of forgot the fact that they were cops and they just kind of assumed that the scenario is like, oh, you've been kidnapped by some dude. He's and then the dude walks up, hey, I'm the guy who kidnapped you. Y'all better start defusing this bomb before I blow your brains out. Blah blah blah. Look at me, I'm spooky. Look at me, twirl my mustache. Then the cops are like, nah, boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Who
like,
holds up an escape room? They're already locked in there. It's not.
They went in there withedly.
Do you know what's great? Holding an escape room hostage is so great.
Okay,
maybe
maybe that means that the escape room was so good that they forgot that they were in escape room and thought it was reality. Like,
clearly, dude. I mean,
would you ever? Okay. Before we kind of switch into the random topic section, because we have about 10 minutes, almost about 10 minutes left.
Yay.
We have 2 minutes till we hit 7:50. Final question: would you actually go ever to Blackout LA with me?
there's a new one. It's a hotel one.
Really?
I saw the ads. It's
Oh
like,
my gosh!
I don't know. I think it's like light horror, but like it's like a creepy rundown.
Right, but the original, like the OG Blackout LA.
Probably.
Would you actually want to go with me, even though you can't go together, but like
Can't go. What?
do you know what Blackout LA is?
It's an escape room.
It's more than just an escape room.
Well, it's like a horror escape.
It's a horror experience where what they do is, I'm going off of like one of the older themes that I saw like a year ago. they would bring you in on a wheelchair. They'll tie your hands down and blindfold you. They bring you into this building, the whole building, and you basically have to get out Saw style. You kind of have to do obstacles and challenges to get out. All they give you is a headlight, and that's it. And you're basically by yourself. And the actors in the contract, they have full reign to touch you,
to do everything but literally physically assault you, basically.
Yeah. And so there's stuff in the contract, and you can look it up. I'm not lying here.
Just don't hurt them.
But they say that they can hurt you. You could get bruised, physically hurt, and there is some sexual situations, but that it's pretty, it's pretty immersive, and I've other heard situations of people meeting other people in there. And them having to do stuff together, or they're kind of Saw style, where they're in different parts and they have to kind of work together, or go against each other? ? But it's one of those things where you have this whole entire experience, and it is an escape room. You have obstacles and stuff, but you have to find a way to get out, and it's really, really intense.
I don't know if I could do it alone. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really?
Yeah. Because the stress would be too much. I'd probably literally beat the shit out of one of those dudes and just search him for keys.
I want to know actually before we go to the random topics, what the new Blackout looks like, because I'm actually super curious. I haven't checked the website in a long, long time. Here it is, Blackout Experience. Awesome. Can I actually learn something about it for once? Because it only says about what it is. At least the thing looks really clear. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, fantastic. We'll look about this later. Okay, so now we have about 9 minutes left. We can get into some lightning round random topics to end the night off on a good note. So, on a scale from 1 to sad, how sad is this? A woman was airlifted to the hospital after she was impaled by a beach umbrella. Days after a similar incident in New Jersey, a 46-year-old Maryland woman was struck in the chest by a wooden rental umbrella. Officials said she is expected to recover.
Not very sad. I mean,
that's
my condolences. I don't know.
How the hell did you get impaled by a beach umbrella? Are they even that sharp?
Maybe. It depends.
They can't be that sharp.
It depends what side.
Dude, she was struck through the chest.
But was it the pointy side that you stick into the ground? Is that the side that came at her, or it's the other side? That doesn't help.
She wasn't struck with the umbrella part.
The umbrella part's the one that went through her.
No, the actual part you put in the sand.
Yeah, see, that's kind of, depending on the brand you get, some of those are made out of metal, some of those are kind of pointy, so I can understand that.
Good for her, though, she survived.
I mean, if it was the other end, if it was the actual umbrella side, it would just probably be a couple of cracked ribs.
Yeah. Well, she survived, but I think that's rather tragic.
It's kind of funny, though.
It is. Next, 3D printed guns are making a return.
Yes.
Now, how many people do you think they'll get in trouble with?
Not a lot.
If you walk around with a 3D printed gun, people are going to think that you actually have a real weapon. Because those things are they look pretty accurate.
If I'm correct, what they mean by 3D printed guns, of course you're going to assume it's a real gun, because if I'm correct, the point is to actually build a functional firearm.
Right, but then you're going to get yourself in trouble. I feel like you're going to make somebody scared. Someone call the police. It's going to be bad. It's kind of like when people do movie sets and they think that they have live weaponry.
I'll tell you this right now. I think it's not going to be as big as a problem to start off with, because right now 3D printers are still pretty expensive, that if you're someone who has to buy a firearm illegally and or steal one, because there's our cases where it's oh, well, he didn't buy a firearm even if he didn't do it illegally, but this dude, one dude was found 3 weeks ago. He had within the course of a month, he had stolen 3 different guns from people who had legally purchased them. But the whole thing about 3D printed guns is that, what are you going to do about it? Because I think it's fine, because most people who are going to probably make themselves a 3D printed gun are either going to... First off, you have to be rich. Because to buy that amount of plastic, and then you have to buy all the metal internals.
Oh yeah.
So there's no and then unless you even then you're gonna have so much money that selling them on the black market is just like you don't need to do that.
True.
Because it's kind of impractical and it takes too long. And I feel like it's if for now, like until 3D printing technology becomes so cheap that literally everyone has one.
Right.
You know, until then I don't see it as much of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. And it's like the next topic that we have, the next one is I want to know if you would eat this. An Australian burger chain unveils hottest burger ever. The double-decker Death Wish burger. 6 kinds of chilies and smothered in ghost chili sauce.
I would not eat that because I actually want to enjoy my food for more than one bite.
I was going to say, this is the type of food that you have to wear goggles and gloves while eating.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I want to be able to eat, because with a burger specifically, if it was like a pizza or something like that, yeah, sure. But it's a burger. I got to enjoy my burger. I actually want to eat the damn thing, you know?
Yeah. And then we got to watch out with burgers, because apparently the next story is that they've got a study, apparently, that eating curd meat, I mean, this is like not really a burger, but it's more like hot dogs and sausages,
and
have been
jerky
and beef jerky have been linked to manic chronic behavior. Basically, they're saying you're more prone to violence. I don't know how that works.
I think it's just like one of those things where it's just like, oh, people who like, you know, just going over. I think it's just circumstantial evidence, probably.
Yeah, because they say apparently like, oh, they got more feelings of insomnia or euphoria from eating these meats, and that doesn't make much sense. And I don't understand why.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, then literally all of our ancestors would be just a bunch.
How
of
did you
maniacs.
feel after Germany when we ate all those sausages?
I didn't feel sick, if that's what you're.
I
asking.
felt insane. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna murder everyone.
Whoa!
I'm kidding. Oh my god.
250,000 people, 2,500 people. How
365 people found dead in Florida because of ligma outbreak.
No.
Not the ligma.
No. A new study of 2,500 people have been linked to tech use of having ADHD symptoms because of their tech use.
I had ADHD before tech existed. Fight me.
So, do you think that going through that experience, that being in a technological world, we are more prone to ADHD-like tendencies?
I cannot confirm nor deny that because I know from personal experience, like firsthand accounts of talking to basically everyone at my school,
right,
that a vast majority of our age group is ADD in general or ADHD somewhere along the lines.
True,
just
very
in
true.
general. So it's hard to really say for sure.
All right, we're gonna do. Got 3 minutes left. Next, would you watch this? 150 snails raced in the World Snail Racing Competition.
Hell no.
Hell no. It was kind of like what was the one where they it was a live stream and they like did something really stupid. It was really dumb.
He will not divide us.
That was not what I was talking about.
But
at
it's still,
all.
it kind of devolves into just random. It's basically just people saying hi and doing
right.
It
Was
just,
the police good in this? What did they make the right decision? That they threw out a man in Planet Fitness for doing yoga while nude.
Yeah. Where was he doing the yoga? In the locker room?
In the middle of the gym.
No, that's called public indecency. That's a little crime.
He said they thought it was a judgment-free zone and tried to say that they lied about their slogan.
I'm going to go with he's both right and wrong. Because you see, no one's going to judge you for being naked. But when when one of the staff comes and says, "Sir, you have to have your clothes on while in this building," and you refuse, that's when the cops are allowed to show up.
Right.
I mean, if there's a sign that says clothes optional, fair game, right? But because it's a private establishment and because here in the United States, if you do walk around and I guess it'd still be considered a public area because it's not like a house, but still,
right.
You know, that's public indecency. That's exposure. That's a crime, dude.
All right.
Nobody wants to see your old man bits.
And no one wants that, especially in locker rooms. Ew.
Locker rooms are worse because you're all covered in sweat.
Okay, let's look at firefighters find
California's
that
on fire again.
hot weather causes chips to spontaneously combust.
Yes.
It was a factory that that caught fire because their chips blew up.
Spontaneous combustion can happen to anything, including people.
And if that doesn't scare you enough for how dangerous food can be, also there was the goldfish, the wonderful crackers that all the kids love, even I love them, are being recalled because of salmonella, which doesn't make sense because how can a cracker have salmonella?
Do you really want me to answer that for you?
Please do.
Because you see, in the process of making it, there's certain components and certain factors that may be a byproduct or full-on made in a similar or the very same factory as a product that may be considered, I guess, exposed to salmonella. And because of that, and also the fact that probably there was just probably some asshole that didn't read the sign in the bathroom that said, please wash hands after use. All employees. And maybe he had salmonella and he was sick. And maybe he didn't wash his hands from his raw chicken lunch, and he went back to. And he was like, he works the inspection line or something like that,
right?
You know, and so he's touching all the physical bags, you know, the thing that people touch. Mm-hmm. So when mommy gives the bag of crackers to little Timmy's like full on chewing on the bag because he doesn't understand. You have to open it first. Yeah. And then next thing you know, he's got salmonella. I mean, it doesn't have to be the bag. Who knows? It could be the actual food. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's just it's just like makes you think like they really didn't take care of themselves. Next. How jealous are you of this baby? A baby was born Chick-fil-A and got free chicken nuggets for life.
I will never. This is named Dovahkiin, and he gets free Bethesda products for life.
I don't know.
Oh well, that fails. I'm not jealous. Why don't I mean?
I kind of want free nuggets for life.
Yeah, but you have to go to Chick-fil-A. What if it's Sunday?
Dude, just honestly, if you have free chicken nuggets for life and you are scared that it's closed on Sunday, go there on Saturday and get enough chicken nuggets to last you the next day.
What if there's a limit where it's like you can only have X amount of nuggets?
Free chicken nuggets for life.
Let me finish. There's a limit, and you can only have a certain amount of chicken nuggets a day.
I will fight them. If I was that child, I would fight them for my right to have free chicken nuggets because I was birthed in that establishment.
Do you want to know why they changed the upholstery? No. Why? Because my body fluids and my mother's bodily fluids were all over.
She did in the bathroom.
You want to know why they retiled the bathroom?
How do you feel about this? Quick. First transgender hero coming to TV on Supergirl. Not Supergirl. Yeah.
It's questionable because I forgot whether they're trying to invent a new hero altogether or because they altered a pre-existing character, which, as we all know, if you stray too far away from the source material, is pretty risky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I don't think if it doesn't fit the major story, not a big deal.
Yeah, but we all know just because so they can push the political agenda of PC culture, they're probably going to make it a big deal.
Hope not.
Unfortunately, I mean, at least for the first couple of episodes when the character's introduced, they're going to make a big deal out of it. Hopefully they don't, and they just make it like, oh, okay, cool. I really hope they do that because, you know, you start changing stuff, and it doesn't work. Like, oh, we're going to introduce a trans character. Let's start making, like, 3 episodes dedicated to them in the middle of, like, a season where the story arc doesn't allow for it. And it's like, dude, okay, just, you know, don't change the source material, please.
I know how much you love Blue Apron. I'm going to do a reversal here.
Chick-fil-A Blue Apron!
You know it, dude. Chick-fil-A is selling meal kits. Now, does that convince you to switch over to the meal kits provided by Chick-fil-A instead of doing Blue Apron?
Dude, no. You know why? They deliver Blue Apron to my house. When I go to Chick-fil-A to pick up my package, I'd rather just order the Chick-fil-A.
What if they deliver it to you?
I don't know. Do that? I don't remember if they said they would or not.
They're competing with Blue Apron, so I would assume at some point they would.
Also, the food looks a bit less fancy, so it feels a bit more like home food.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll see if one of my friends has it because I don't think I'm willing to try it unless they give me like a 1-week free trial or some shit like that.
And final thing. President Trump Trump star on the Walk of Fame being destroyed.
Again?
Yeah,
again. You didn't hear about that?
Oh my gosh, he was destroyed again.
Yeah, so the first time it was just kind of...
Whoa!
Yeah, so the first time they wrecked it, right?
This one's completely decimated.
No, this time the guy went through and like physically like dug a hole in the ground.
And removed it.
Yeah, and then he got arrested. And guess who bailed him out? The guy who destroyed it the first time.
Seriously?
That's what they're saying. They're saying the guy who originally... I'm not going to say destroyed because originally it was just damaged.
Yeah,
but who originally damaged the star. Apparently he... I don't know, but the source.
Dude, he has to have money.
Probably the same one you're looking at, or he just threw together or he just pulled out a second mortgage on his house. Either one.
That's amazing.
But apparently that's the story. The guy who damaged the star the first time felt so much respect and saw the clout emanating from this other dude. He bailed him out of prison.
That is ridiculous. That is awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful. I'm like, dude, come on. Even before he became the president that everyone hated, he still put in effort to get to where he was.
Do you think that they would replace it?
They probably will, yeah.
So, everybody, that is the end of our show. We actually went 5 minutes past, which isn't a bad thing. We actually kind of made that worse, the 5 minutes.
Because we started half an hour later?
And we started half an hour late. Actually, wait, good point. Do you want to actually keep... We want to keep going, or do...
I mean, we could.
Do you have any stories left?
Does anyone care? I don't really have many stories left.
I don't have much either, so... But today was a very different show.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Episode 1 and 2 together.
Coming back from the break was nice and fun. And everyone out there, if you have a bro, like the bro who bailed his buddy out of prison, find one of those bros and stick with them for life.
That's a bro.
Because that is someone who is a best friend and will do anything.
Just don't both get... I understand people are going to say, oh, well, if I'm a bro like that, I'll just commit the crime with them. No. Because if you do that, who's going to bail your ass out of prison?
Exactly.
You can't do that. Because who knows how many bros like that you're going to have, right?
Right.
So make sure you have someone to bail your ass out of prison.
Everybody, have a happy Thursday. We're going to have...
Thursday's over. It's basically over.
It's 8 o'clock.
On a Thursday night, not Friday, not Saturday. Thursday.
Hey, we can still do something on a Thursday. We can still go somewhere.
Have a happy Friday.
Have a good time, baby. God bless. That is Snap News Weekly.
Part 5. I don't even know. We don't keep track of that.
So that is our new name, by the way. Also, we forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
It used to be called News and Snap, like at my old show at the school.
But that takes too long to say.
We decided to call it Snap News Weekly. So
it rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Yeah.
And we kind of forgot the original name.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget.
Then how come you were asking me? My voice just cracked right there. How come you were asking me?
You know, a lot of questions in this world cannot be answered.
I'll take that answer.
God bless everybody. Have a nice night.
Night.
Bye-bye.
See you Friday. Just kidding.